10 wonderful films were nominated, but only one will take the award for Best Picture. And I have to go to the envelope for that, and I will. Here it comes. And my eyes see Oppenheimer. Yes.
Of course, Oppenheimer for the win last night. That was a little awkward with Al Pacino.
What was that? It was the crowd didn't even catch on. And my eyes say Oppenheimer.
It was really he kind of looked disheveled. I mean, I'm a huge fan, but I was like, what? Yeah. And then it was just sort of abrupt. But they came out there and they won. I was super happy for Cillian Murphy, to win Best Actor. I have to ask you something, Barnes. There's all these rumors now about could he be the next James Bond? What do you think?
I could see that. Although I would like Idris Elba, I think, would get my vote before him. Even Pierce Brosnan was saying he thought Cillian would make a great 007. I don't know. I could totally see it.
But when Chris Hemsworth came out at the Oscars last night, he's tall, he's handsome. I thought, he could be too. I don't know. I'm on the fence there.
He seems too big to be a Bond.
You think he's too big? Because as much as I like Cillian, he's not very tall. So I don't know.
But doesn't he fit the stature of previous Bonds? I don't know. We can argue that one forever.
Yeah, let's get back to the Oscars. Christopher Nolan, of course, first-time winner as Best Director. I loved it. I actually thought Kimmel did a great job as the host. I thought the opening monologue had some really funny parts. Let's check a little bit of it out.
Here's some fun Oscar trivia. 48 years ago, Robert De Niro and Jodie Foster were nominated for Taxi Driver, and they are both nominated again tonight. 1976 was the year. In 1976, Jodie Foster is young enough to be Robert De Niro's daughter. Now she's 20 years too old to be his girlfriend.
I mean, the jokes keep coming.
He did have some good ones.
And, of course, we finally get the Barbenheimer rivalry on stage when up there presenting on the big stage, Emily Blunt from Oppenheimer and Ryan Gosling from Barbie. This was really funny.
You know how most of those bits, they just feel bitty. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but this one worked.
This one totally worked.
Hello, Emily.
Wow. Bit of a frosty hello, didn't...
Not at all. No, I'm just happy that we can finally put this Barbenheimer rivalry behind us.
That's right. That's right. Here's Ken and Kitty. Just leaving all that fodder in the dust, guys, right? And the way this award season's turned out wasn't that much of a rivalry, so just let it go!
It's true. You guys are doing very well. Congratulations.
Thanks.
But I think I kind of figured out why they call it Barbenheimer and they didn't call it Oppen Barbie.
Why?
Well, I think you guys are at the tail end of that because you were riding Barbie's coattails all summer.
Thanks for Ken-splaining that to me. Mister, I need to paint my abs on to get nominated. You don't see Robert Downey doing that.
You're kidding.
You're kidding. Did not paint his abs on.
This is insane, Emily. This has got to stop. We have to squash this.
And I have to say, Ryan Gosling stealing the show with his performance of I'm Just Ken. And I know, Barnes, you loved the two cameos in there as well.
Yeah, I wish one would have been bigger. Of course, Slash, and then Wolfgang Van Halen somehow ended up on stage.
All of a sudden, I was like, there's Wolf.
That was a pretty good shred from Slash.
Yeah, people on X were saying it was the greatest performance ever on the Oscars with Ken.
Pretty slick.
Speaking of Wolfgang, did you see that Wolfgang Van Halen and the family, they've made a $100,000 donation to Mr. Holland's Opus Foundation to benefit music programs in schools.
Yeah, really nice. That guy's a really nice guy.
We will get to more Oscar celebrity sleaze around 8:35, but I want to get to some other stories. Netflix has entered the boxing ring. You saw this, a fight between 57-year-old heavyweight great Mike Tyson and 27-year-old Jake Paul, Saturday, July 20th. Do you think this is going to be a fight? Because you got the kid and you got the goat.
I really don't think that he's got a chance. Asterisk. Here's the thing.
Wait, you said he.
Oh,
Who?
Mike Tyson is going to kill him.
I know.
Tyson. Well, the thing is, this is going to have, and they haven't released all of them yet, but a bunch of asterisks rules. Like a bunch of rules from headgear down to, just a whole list of weird rules. So stay tuned.
I didn't know that.
It's not all that it seems on the surface, in my opinion. I'm reading conflicting stories, but check this audio out. This was from 2 years ago when Mike Tyson was on a podcast, and they were joking. And this was way before this would, even be. They were joking about him and Jake Paul. It's pretty funny.
Could you fuck him up?
Oh, so fucking easy.
You think?
Yeah, but I would love him. I would never. I mean, it's my fucking family. Everybody loves this little white motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit. Yo, wait.
Balls. He got some fucking balls. When you see a white boy with balls, I'm talking about from real, but like, you, motherfucker.
Yeah. But but time out. Would you would you pop? Would you knock him out?
Huh?
How fast would you know? Would it be like Tyson when you were 19 seconds?
Yeah, but nah, man, let him have his fucking reign, man. Let him have his
Yeah, but what if he stepped up and he's like, yo, Tyson, you're fucking let's go.
Nah,
and
he's not gonna say that.
He'd be like, maybe that's one fight Dana would get behind.
Yo, Tyson versus Jake
might
Paul
be
would be the best fight ever.
Jake Paul's the only white boy I know that the white boys hate. Why everybody don't like him, man?
Let me ask you a question, okay? Let me ask you a question.
Crazy.
In your opinion, do I have a big hand?
You do. Yeah, you do.
I think I have a big hand. I shook hands with Mike Tyson after the Holyfield fight. Mm-hmm. His hand made my hand look like a doll's hand.
A child.
His hand was like 3 pork chops that just swallowed my hand. That guy is a machine.
So you think this is going to be a good fight is what you're saying?
No, I think it's going to be a fast fight. I mean, all the memes are funny. They're putting all the Jake Paul videos of him being cheesy back in his little Disney days or whatever it was he did. And they're like, this is the guy that will fight Mike Tyson. Not.
Maybe they should take the cold plunge like Josh Brolin. Saturday Night Live. Josh was really funny, and he was talking about how many times he's actually hosted SNL. Check this out.
The first time I hosted was in 2008. Musical guest was someone I'd never heard of before, Adele. Now she's a global superstar. The second time I hosted, the musical guest was Gautier. And now he's just someone that I used to know.
Buckhead resident right there, Josh Brolin. Come on, people. No one knows Josh?
And then he took his clothes off and took the cold plunge right on stage.
He seems like a cool guy.
Very happy about all the wins for Oppenheimer. As you know, Cillian Murphy won Best Actor, Christopher Nolan, Best Director, Robert Downey Jr., yes, Best Supporting Actor.
Thought he was really good.
Thanks, Sam. Thanks, fellas. That's amazing. You only flubbed one line. I'd like to thank my terrible childhood and the Academy in that order. I'd like to thank I'm a veterinarian. I meant wife, Susan Downey over there. She found me a snarling rescue pet, and you love me back to life. That's why I'm here. Thank you.
I like the format they did where they had the 5 previous actors from a category, and then they did a little speech on each of the actors.
I was going to ask you what you thought about that. It was different, which I thought was great because there's a lot of star power instead of just showing their clips from the movie.
Right. Did you think it was weird, though, when they got to Best Actor, the 2 that just didn't fit the puzzle?
I know what you're going to say. Nicolas
Cage and Matthew McConaughey look like a couple clowns at bought an award. It's the strangest when you put them up against other actors like that.
It was so bizarre. I any minute thought that Matthew McConaughey was going to go into, all right.
Yeah, hook 'em, everybody.
I want to get back to, for a second, about Robert Downey Jr. A lot of people online did not like the opening monologue where Kimmel was sort of alluding to Robert Downey Jr.'s past drug use.
Yeah.
Even he looked a little awkward about it. Like, why are you going there? which happened like over 20 years ago. I thought that was a little awkward.
He pushed it a little far, too. I felt like it never ended. It kept going, and it looked really uncomfortable.
Very cool that Sean Ono Lennon, who was a producer on that animated short War is Over, the animated film, inspired by the music John and Yoko, he got up and he with the other two directors, and he did a little shout out to his mom.
Today is Mother's Day in the UK, so could everyone please say Happy Mother's Day, Yoko? Happy Mother's Day, Yoko!
You know, I was surprised they were playing off. Some people, are they really going to play off Sean Lennon? They were starting that music like, okay, bro.
Yeah.
It was like,
I was like, oh, what are you doing?
No one's
Seriously.
safe.
What did you think of the streaker moment? Kimmel was talking about the streaker from years ago, like they were going to have another streaker. And then, of course, there's John Cena about to come out naked. And then he comes out holding like this little piece of paper over his private parts. And he really was naked.
The funniest tweet was all women and gay men were like, oh, my God, did you see John Cena's body? And all lesbians were like, are those the new Birkenstocks?
I saw that.
That was a funny tweet.
I saw that.
I thought it was hysterical. John Cena has done brilliant with his career every move. And dude,
seriously? Yeah.
Check the body fat. I mean, seriously, if you look like that, any guy would go out and do that bit.
Did you see where Billie Eilish broke a record? She and her brother Phineas won for What Was I Made For from Barbie. But she's breaking a record, an 87-year-old record for the youngest person in history to win 2 Oscars.
The awards people love them.
Love her.
Was it Bond that she won her other one for?
Yeah, remember, they're always so humble and grateful, and I think it's really cool. Also, Killers of the Flower Moon, I think a lot of people were hoping Lily Gladstone would win, but...
Wrong year.
I mean, did you see, though, Emma Stone just lost it when she won?
Yeah.
I know I have to wrap up, but I really just want to thank my family, my mom, my brother, Spencer, my dad, my husband, Dave. I love you so much. And most importantly, my daughter, who's going to be 3 in 3 days and has turned our lives technicolor. I love you bigger than the whole sky, my girl. So thank you so much. Don't look at the back of my dress. Thank you.
Yeah, I feel bad for the designer of her dress because her dress broke.
Her dress broke. She lost it in the very beginning. She is a great actress, though. But we have to go to the worst Hollywood films of the year. Guess what won the Razzie, the Golden Raspberry?
The Razzie?
Or the Raspberry.
They do the Raspberry. I like that. They do that on the same night?
Apparently, because I have a list here.
I think it was Saturday night. I think the Razzies the night before.
Well, if you're going to talk about a Winnie the Pooh slasher movie, wouldn't you think going in that, yeah, this is going to win a Golden Razzie? Yeah, that's what it was. Also, The Expendables, which, yeah, I watched with Sylvester Stallone. And guess who won Worst Actress? Megan Fox for The Expendables.
Yikes.
I mean, she was not good in it. Okay, this was also happening last night all over my feed. The photo agency removing the latest Princess Kate pictures over manipulation. There's already all of these conspiracy theories about where is Princess Kate? Where's Kate Middleton? Well, they released this photo of her with her children, right? Then all of a sudden, all the photos were pulled. They were photoshopped.
Those were fake?
Yes, it has come to light that the handout issued by Kensington Palace of Kate and the kids had been altered.
Whoa.
Therefore, it was withdrawn from all of these like AP and all of the news outlets. If you look at it, you can kind of see parts of it were photoshopped. Don't you think that's bizarre?
The one with her kids?
Yes.
And Kensington Palace put it out?
Put it out.
The real one?
Immediately withdrew them all.
It wasn't like Kensington _Palace. It was the real. The real one put a fake. Wow.
Which sort of fuels the flame for these conspiracy theories about
Don't
where
the
is
Brits
she?
have AI yet?
What's
Get on that. You can whip one of those out in a second. No one would ever know.
There is a major bromance going on between Jason Momoa and Lenny Kravitz.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
That's the ex. Hold on. What's the connection there?
Well, you see, you've got, Jason Momoa was married to Lisa Bonet, who used to be married to Lenny Kravitz.
That's what I thought.
But they love each other. Jason Momoa was like, oh my God, he looks amazing.
That's rare.
Talking about Lenny. He's like, I mean, he's the most beautiful man in the world. It's insane. He was going on about Lenny's abs. He's like, I'm over here getting fatter. And I'm like, how do you get another ab? Which is actually kind of funny. That is your celebrity sleaze.